Hello everyone, my name is Roma Dwi Juliandi. I'm a second semester law student at Untak Surabaya. Today, I would like to give my response and opinion regarding a statement found in the Constitution of the Kingdom of Norway, which says, the king shall at all times profess the Evangelical Lutheran religion. This sentence might seem simple, but it actually raises many important discussions about constitutional law, democracy, religion, human rights, and the role of monarchy in modern society. First of all, we need to understand the background of this profession. Norway is one of the oldest constitutional monarchy in Europe. Historically, the Evangelical Lutheran religion has played a very important role in Norwegian society. For centuries, the church and the monarchy were closely connected. Religion was not only considered a spiritual matter but also part of national identity and political unity. Because of that historical relationship, the Constitution requires the king to always follow the Evangelical Lutheran faith. In other words, if someone Because of that historical relationship, the Constitution requires the king to always follow the Evangelical Lutheran faith. In other words, if someone wants to become king or queen of Norway, they must belong to that religion. In my opinion, this constitutional provision has both positive and negative aspects. Let me begin with the positive side. The first positive aspect is the preservation of national tradition and identity. Every country has historical value that shape its constitutional system. In Norway, the monarchy is not only a political institution but also a symbol of continuity, culture, and national heritage. Therefore, maintaining the Lutheran tradition and the royal family can be seen as a way preserve the country historical identity. Second, this provision may strengthen national unity. In many constitutional monarchy, the king or queen acts a unifying figure above politics. By sharing the same historical religious tradition as the nation, the monarch may represent stability and continuity for society. We shall understand that in modern Norway, the king does not have absolute political power. Norway is a democratic country where political decisions are made by elected representatives and the government. Therefore, this religious requirement is mostly symbolic rather than political. It does not directly affects the democratic rights of ordinary citizens. However, despite this positive aspect, I believe there are also important critics that need to be discussed. One major critics is related to freedom of religion and equality. Modern democratic principle emphasize that all people shall have equal rights regardless regardless of their religion of beliefs. When a constitution requires a head of state to follow one specific religion, it may appear inconsistent with the principle of religion neutrality. For example, imagine if a member of the royal family went to practice another religion or choice not to follow any religion at all. Under this constitutional rule, that person called face constitutional limitation. This raises question about individual freedom and human rights. Another issue is that modern society are becoming increasingly multicultural and diverse. Norway today is not exactly the same as Norway hundreds of years ago. Due to globalizations, migration, education, and cultural exchange, Norwegian society now includes people from many different religious and cultural backgrounds, includes Muslim, Catholics, Buddhists, Hindus, atheists, and others. Because of this diversity, some people argue that the state should become more neutral in religious matters. They believe the Constitution shall represent all citizen equality, regardless of faith. This discussion is actually part of larger global debate about the relationship between religion and the state. In some countries, religion still has an official role in government and constitutional system. For example, in the United Kingdom, the monarch is also the head of the Church of England. Meanwhile, countries like France strongly separate religion from the state through the principle of secularism. So different countries choose different constitutional model depending on their history, culture, and political value. Personally, I think that constitutional traditional should be respected because they are part of nation is identity. However, constitution should also evolve with social development and democratic value. A constitution is not only a historical document, it is also a living instrument that must adapt to modern reality. Therefore, I believe Norway faces an interesting challenge: how to maintain respect for its historical monarchy and religious tradition, while also promoting equality, inclusiveness, and freedom in a modern democratic society. In my opinion, there are several possible approaches. One approach is to keep the provision as a symbolic tradition while ensuring that all citizens continue to enjoy full religious freedom and equal rights. Since the Norwegian monarchy today has mainly ceremonial functions, some people believe the rule does not create serious practical problems. Another approach will be constitutional reform. Norway could eventually reconsider whether religious recruitments for the monarchy are still necessary in modern times. Such reform will not erase Norwegian history, but rather reflect contemporary democratic value. At the same time, any constitutional change should be done carefully and democratically. Constitutional traditions are often emotional important to citizens, especially in countries with strong historical monarchy. Ladies and gentlemen, this constitutional provision teaches us an important lessons. Law is never apart from history, culture, and society. Constitutions are not only legal documents; they also reflect reflect the identity, value, and experience of nation. The sentence, "The king shall at all times profess the evangelical Lutheran religion," may look simple, but behind it lies a deep discussion about democracy, religions, freedom, equality, and national identity. To conclude, I believe that the Norwegian constitutional provision reflect on the country historical and cultural heritage, especially in the close relationship between monarchy and Lutheran Christianity. However, in today's democratic and multicultural world, it also raises important questions about religious freedom, equality, and constitutional modernization. In the future, Norway, as well as many other countries, will continue balance tradition with modern democratic principles. That's balance in essential in maintaining both national identity and respect for universal human rights. Thank you very much for your attention.